talking about the scoring, Fullen led us with scoring. She had 6. And then you had Samantha Gerald had 4 points. Sarah Thompson had 4. And then Kendall had a 3. Housewright ended up with 3. And that was all for Gate City again. So, again, that was a 20-56 game. Again, a lot of things to learn from, a lot of things we can work on. Again, the ladies will be back in action after Christmas in the Emory Henry Classic up at Emory Henry College. So we'll take a quick break, come back, preview the boys game. Again, Gate City, Science Hill, about 11 minutes away from tip-off. You're listening to the James River Advisors pregame show here on the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Broadmoor Senior Living at Johnson City is known for its warm, social feel and great customer service. Because we're a relatively small community, we get to know our residents well, and they become like family to us. We take pride in the care and service we provide to our residents and their families and remain committed to providing a supportive community atmosphere that is more than just a place to live, it's home. So give them a call today at 423-282-0300. Again, that's 423-282-0300. Broadmoor Senior Living of Johnson City.
For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
And we are back here. James River Advisors pregame show, getting ready for Gate City and Science Hill. Talking about these boys coming in at 5-0, 2-0 in conference. Things we need to work on, things we need to key to the game. First and foremost, Gate City's got to get more balanced on offense. Zach Irvin scored 29 points in that win over Daniel Boone, but most of those came from the second half. He struggled in the first half, where we actually were down 29-26 at halftime. Dean's averaging close to 17. Compton's got 7, but we've got to have somebody else step up. We've got to have a little more balance, or this team's not going to go very far in the postseason.
Well, we saw the last game what happens when Irvin has an off game. The team was very undecisive, and they kept just feeding him the ball, and nothing was happening. If that starts again tonight, Science Hill can explode on you in a hurry. So somebody else has got to be ready to fill in that gap.
Second thing I think we've got to do is we got to be more disciplined, play our game. We talk about this with the girls a lot. Get in an up and down game or a lethargic game, if you will. Wise Central wanted to go out there and sort of punch you in the mouth and play kind of that reckless. We got into that a little bit with them. We got to play our game. We've got to have some motion. Coach Vermillion has preached that from day one with this team. They got to find their own identity, but they've got to be able to, again, play their game, not get into whatever Science Hill wants to do.
And quit playing street ball, which is just running down the court and shooting the ball. As we've said, every single game, when Gate City runs their offense, they put points on the board. When they decide to just start shooting it up, nothing happens.
Third thing I think we've got to do, of course that sort of goes in, we've got to be able to run our plays. We got to be, this isolation, we can get away with that against a Lehigh or John Battle or some of these teams. I mean, you talk about Dean and Irvin, they're some of the most talented players in the region. But against the team, just like we saw in the girls' game, this speed and size of Science Hill, we can't do that. I mean, talk about a Michael Jordan isolation. He did great with the Bulls, but he never could win the big one. He had a team around him. They finally won some titles. So I think it's the same thing here. We've got to learn to play better basketball.
Well, earlier this year, when I watched Science Hill, they got off to a really fast start. I mean, they went toe-to-toe for really the first half, and it was a close game. But the constant, continual pressure and executing the game plan eventually wore them down. That is what Gate City has to do tonight.
I think the next thing is we've got to be prepared for everybody's best shot. And we're going to get one here in just a few minutes, again, from Science Hill. Gate City's learning that no team's going to take them lightly. You know, that's what you do with the defending champions. You give them everything you've got. Again, you know, a loss to the champion means, you know, that's okay. Physical play, hostile crowds, hard basketball is what we're going to see night in, night out. You take a look at the arena here, you take a look at the student section that's amassing underneath the gold square right. I mean, they're going to be in a hostile environment, a physical team, a fast team. We got to be able to psychologically take that punch and begin to play our game.
Well, Science Hill comes into every game expecting to win. Now, their record's not very indicative of that this year, but they still have that mentality. They have a winning culture here, which is always makes it so enjoyable when they lose. But tonight, they have 3 players that I think that Gate City has got to contain right off the bat. They have number 33, Jake, is it Mathern? He's 6'6".
Mathern.
Mathern. Somebody's going to have to just shut him down. They've also got Thomas Bessemer and Hunter Phillips that come in at 6'4". So Gate City has got to contain that height advantage that Science Hill has. And again, if the outside shooting will open up, that will alleviate a lot of that. But the last few outings, that outside shooting has really not been there.
You know, and that's what I call as the matchup of the night. Big on big. You talk about a David George, a Jonathan Sally. You talk about an Irvin Dean had a double-double with rebounds the last game. You're going to need it against these guys, 6'4", 6'6", 6'4". That's going to be a formidable front line for us. And again, that's going to be the most physical and biggest front line we've seen all season long.
Well, I really think Gate City has the speed to run with Science Hill.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a matter of executing the plays, and I feel like a broken record because it seems like I've said that every game. But until I see it consistently for 4 quarters, I'm going to keep saying that's got to be the key.
You know, talk about the offenses and sort of the contrasting styles. Of course, you take a look at a Science Hill. They played Dobbins-Bennett. They played some of these teams, larger teams. We played, I don't know if you want to say the best schedule. I mean, probably not the fiercest teams we're going to see. But again, we're scoring about 75 points a game, only giving up 45. Science Hill comes into this ball game, though, scoring how many?
I've got them averaging 57 per game. Like you said, though, the losses they've had have been to some of the bigger schools.
Yeah.
They opened up the season by beating Abingdon 73-55, and Abingdon's normally not too much of a slouch.
No, they're a 3A power, and again, they'll be in the regional play when everything's said and done over in Virginia. So, all righty, well, let's talk. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back. I think Mr. Rob's found the starting lineups. We'll get those taken care of. We'll get you ready for Gate City Science Hill. Again, you're listening to the James River Advisors pregame show here on the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil Sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on US Highway 23 in Weber City.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
Are you ready to retire? Or currently retired and unhappy with your investments? Are you looking for a retirement specialist that actually cares about you and your needs? Look no further than James River Advisors. Our local office in Gate City is manned by Edwin Cox, and he's ready to take care of all of your needs and believes in establishing deep, long-lasting relationships with our clients. He's ready to help you with financial planning, college planning, investments, and much, much more. So give him a call today at 276-690-8014. Again, 276-690-8014. He's located at 191 West Jackson Street in Gate City.
This is Zach Irvin of the defending state champion Gate City basketball team, and you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
And we are back here, about a minute and a half, getting ready for a great ball game. Again, the place is about to fill up. Get it packed, get it ready. So we're going to have the national anthem. I think we're going to play that again. When we play it twice in one night. Is it double mint time?
I'm feeling kind of patriotic. It wouldn't bother me.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'll give the national anthem my approval. I'll even stand for it.
And Mr. Carr said that if Gate City goes undefeated in the regular season, he will sing the national anthem the first playoff game, which will be at Gate City.
I believe that Mr. Carter's hallucinating again.
Well, it's okay. All right, so we'll take
Nobody wants that, Joe. Nobody.
Now, Chris, we all know, we all hear you. So let's take a quick break. Come back. Again, we'll have the national anthem, and we'll come back. Get you ready. The starting lineups and a great night of basketball. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
When it comes to health, it's personal. This Health Minute brought to you by Premier Pharmacy. You were created from scratch, so why not your medicine?
The increase of Alzheimer's disease has captured the attention of many Americans. The aging process is challenging enough without the fear of declining cognitive function. The actual cause of Alzheimer's disease is still unknown, but there are factors that decrease the risk of developing the disease. Eating healthy foods, good physical and mental exercise, and some nutritional supplements have proven helpful in the support of brain health. Flaxseed oil, ginkgo biloba, and grapeseed extract are just supplements you can take to help. Your Premier Pharmacy pharmacists are especially trained to recommend nutritional options that will help to support your cognitive function and will not interact with other medications that you may be taking as well.
This Health Minute brought to you by Premier Pharmacy. 25 years of creating personalized medicine. 109 Jack White Drive, Kingsport. Find them on Facebook or stop by for a free consultation.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, you can count on your local Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents to be there when you need them most. Whether you find yourself in a fender bender, insuring your first home, or with a new addition to the family, our agents are ready to help you through every stage of life. Connect with your local agents, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, and David Weddick here in Scott County at 386-7411 or online at vafb.com. Coverage provided by Virginia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company and their affiliates.
And the applause you hear is for the national anthem. So we are back here just about a minute away from tip-off. Going to have the starting lineups. Mr. Rob, he's back from researching the rice pilaf and getting the starting lineups.
That's exactly right.
Question is the rice pilaf at the concession stand?
They're going to fix some new, so I'm hoping at halftime I
Nice,
can go
nice.
out and get some.
All righty, so
real
get us
quick
ready.
before they turn the lights down and all the music again. Science Hill's going to start number 12, George McLeod. Number 24, Will Stevens. Number 32, Kendall Cutler. Number 33, Jake Matthews. Number 44, Drew Morrison. They're going to go 5'10", 5'11", 6'3", 6'6" as their starters tonight. Starting tonight for our state defending champion, Gate City Blue Devils. Number 1, Bradley Dean. Number 10, John Compton. Number 15, Drew Vermillion. Number 22, John Sally. Number 23, Zach Irvin. The head coach of your Gate City Blue Devils is Coach Scotty Lady Vermilion.
At the point guard position, a 5'10" junior, number 12, Jordan McCoy. At a guard position, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Will Stevens. And in post position,
again, did you hear the starters being announced for Science Hill? Good crowd here tonight.